Well, many of you are outraged that this even happened in the first place. Outraged that a criminally insane killer was allowed at the fair and that he took a backpack loaded with his clothes along with him and no one from the hospital ever searched it. Now, there may be a consensus on a way to change the law to make sure it doesn't happen again. KXLY4's Tori Brunetti is live with us now. And Tori, this is about making these criminals go to jail after they're released from a mental hospital.
Well, Sheriff Knezovich says it's about making sure that these people who commit these crimes are held accountable, but it's also making sure that they receive the mental health treatment that they need. He says all too often, crime and mental illness are connected.
He would have been treated as a convicted felon and at the same time being provided with care for his mental health issues. A totally different way of looking at it.
In 1987, Philip Paul was found not guilty by reason of insanity for murdering an elderly woman in his hometown of Sunnyside, Washington.
He committed a very serious felony. He killed someone, and he should not be roaming the streets, and he definitely should not be given field trips to the Spokane County Fair.
The sheriff feels that if the law was changed, Philip Paul would have never been able to escape. Right now, the law in Washington is not guilty by reason of insanity, meaning once a person is thought to be on the way to recovery, they are allowed to start re-entering society. Some states have a different law, guilty by reason of insanity.
I think it puts a different perspective on the whole issue in that the crime is also addressed along with the mental health issues.
If a person is found guilty by reason of insanity and complete their mental health treatment before their sentence is up, they go to prison for the rest of their term. A change, DSHS Secretary Susan Dreyfus says, might be needed.
I will just continue to provide leadership to not only get us through this situation, but to lead us into the future as terms of how the state needs to be looking at mental illness within the correctional system.
And Sheriff Knezovich said he also talked to Governor Gregoire this morning, and she said that she thinks it might be a good idea, it might be needed to change the law. The sheriff also wanted to reiterate he does not want to put a stigma on mental illness. He says the Spokane County Jail is one of the only jails in the state that is certified to treat mental health issues. Live in Spokane, Tori Brunetti, KXLY4 HD News.